Hello students. Up to this we discuss about different attempts of different scientists for the classification of elements. In this video we will discuss about modern periodic table. In 1913 scientists became successful to find out correct method for classification of elements. We have been using this method of classification since 100 years now. This method is the modified version of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Henry Moseley in 1913 showed that the atomic number, that is number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom, is the most fundamental property than the atomic mass. So, the modern periodic table and the modern periodic law is based on atomic number instead of atomic mass. So, Mendeleev's periodic table was based on atomic mass and modern periodic table is based on atomic number. The modern periodic law can be stated as the properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic numbers. Means if we arrange elements in increasing order of their atomic number, then there will be periodicity or repetition in the elements having similar physical and chemical properties. As you know, atomic number is what? Number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom, and atomic mass is the sum of neutrons and protons present in the nucleus of an atom. So, in modern periodic table, elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic number. When the elements were arranged on the basis of increasing atomic number, the prediction of their properties could be more precise. Modern periodic table also took care of three limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table, and that is the reason this table is still followed. See, this is the modern periodic table. Modern periodic table has 18 vertical columns known as groups. So, it is having 18 vertical columns known as groups and 7 horizontal rows known as periods. All the elements are well adjusted in these rows and columns. Modern periodic table is called as long form of periodic table, whereas Mendeleev's periodic table is called as short form. So, let's study this modern periodic table. The group 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17 elements are called normal elements. So, elements present in all these groups are called as normal elements because their last orbits are incomplete. That is, they don't have complete duplet or octet. Then group 18. Group 18 elements are known as inert gases or halogens because their last orbits are complete. Whereas elements in group 3 to 12 are called as transition elements. Their last two shells are incomplete in their atom. The two rows lies below the table. These two rows elements which have three shells incomplete in their atom, so they are called inner transition elements. These lanthanoids and actinoids are known as inner transition elements. Group 1 and 2 elements are S block elements. Group 13 to 18 P block elements. Group 3 to 12 are known as D block elements, and lanthanoids and actinoids are known as F block elements. This zigzag line separates metals from non-metals, and the pink box elements are metalloids. In this chapter, we will study normal elements, that is group 1, 2 and 13 to 18. Out of that also we are having first 20 normal elements, that is atomic number 1 to 20, elements from atomic number 1 to 20, means hydrogen to calcium. Now let's see merits of modern periodic table. According to Mendeleev's periodic table, position of isotope was not clear, but as modern periodic table is based on atomic number and isotopes are having same atomic number but different atomic masses, so isotopes can be placed in the same position. For example, chlorine is having two isotopes, chlorine 35 and chlorine 37, but these two isotopes are having same atomic number, that is 17, and so placed at same position. In this way, modern periodic table overcome the first limitation of Mendeleev's periodic table. Next limitation of Mendeleev's table was position of cobalt and nickel. Cobalt having higher atomic mass was placed before nickel having lower atomic mass. But as modern periodic table is based on atomic number, so cobalt's atomic number is 27, whereas nickel's atomic number is 28. So cobalt is placed before nickel. Next is place of hydrogen. Place of hydrogen was not explained in Mendeleev's periodic table, but in modern periodic table it is placed in group 1. But it is not considered to be a metal, nor it is considered to be a halogen. So it is given a special position in the modern periodic table, that is in group 1. In modern periodic table, the elements in the same group have same valence electrons and valency. For example, group 1, the elements which are present in group 1, that is lithium, sodium, potassium, all are having 1 valence electrons and having valency 1. See, lithium atomic number is 3, so electronic configuration 2, 1. Sodium 2, 8, 1. Potassium 2, 8, 8 and 1. All are having same number of valence electron, that is 1. And so we can say that the elements which are present in the same group are having same number of valence electrons. We will take example of group 17 also. In group 17, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, all are having 7 valence electrons in their outer shell and their valency is same, that is 1. So we can say group 1 elements having valency 1, valence electrons 1, group 2 valency 2, valence electrons 2, group 13 are having 3 valence electrons, valency 3, group 14 having 4 valence electron, valency 4, group 15 having valency 3 and valence electrons 5, because from group 15 non-metals are there and we know non-metals are having 5, 6, 7 electrons in their valence shell and their valency is group 15 3, group 16 2 and group 17 1. So we can say groups in the modern periodic table are having identical outer shell electronic configuration, and also as we move down in the group, the number of shell increases because atomic number also increases. So as we move down, the number of shell will increase and all the elements present in the same group are having identical outer shell electronic configuration. On the other hand, when we move from left to right across the period, the electrons get added successively in the same outer shell, and the atomic number also increases by 1 as we move from left to right. We can see first period, first element is hydrogen having 1 electron, atomic number 1. Second element is helium having 2 electrons, atomic number 2. So we can say that the outer shell, in the outer shell electrons get added. We'll take example of second period. In second period we are having lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. All these elements are having two shells, that is K and L shell. But electrons get added in it as we move from left to right. Third period elements have 3 shells, K, L, M. Fourth period elements have 4 shells and electron goes on increasing. So we can say that in periods, number of valence electrons increases by 1 unit as atomic number increases by 1 on moving left to right. Now see how many elements are there in the first, second, third and fourth periods. We can explain the number of elements in these periods based on how electrons are filled into various shells. Recall that the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the shell depends on the formula 2n square, where n is the number of given shell from the nucleus. For example, K shell, 2 into K is first, so square of 1 is equal to 2. Hence the first period has 2 elements. L shell, 2 into square of 2 is equal to 8. Hence second period has 8 elements. M shell has 18 elements according to formula 2n square. But although maximum capacity of third shell is 18, according to Bohr-Bury rule, outermost shell can have maximum only 8 electrons. So last shell should contain maximum 8 electrons only. So third period has 8 elements only. So elements after argon, that is potassium, in the fourth period electrons get added in the fourth shell by following the Bohr-Bury rule. We observed that there is pattern in which elements appear in periodic table, that is 2 in first period, 8 in second period, 8 third, 18, 18, 32, 32. So in modern periodic table, elements are present in each period in a pattern, that is 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. Hope you understood position of elements in modern periodic table. Thank you and have a nice day.